Okay, today we are stepping inside the seemingly perfect, but oh so sinister, Winchester house. We're going to deconstruct Freida McFadden's best-selling psychological thriller, The Housemaid. Seriously, this book is a masterclass in suspense, so let's just dive right in. So, right off the bat, the book hits you with this question. And think about it. What would you risk to start over when you've lost everything? For our main character, Millie, this isn't just some deep thought. Nope. This question is about to force her into a decision that, well, spirals into an absolute nightmare. And you know how it is. That nightmare starts with something that looks like a golden opportunity. We meet Millie, and let me tell you, she is down on her luck. I mean, completely out of chances, homeless, just got fired. She has hit rock bottom, hard. And that's when she finds it, an ad for a live-in housemaid. And the contrast here is just, wow, it's so stark. On one hand, you've got Millie's grim reality. I'm talking living out of her car. And then on the other, the wealthy Winchester family, offering not just a job, but a total lifeline, a gorgeous house, security, a brand new start. I mean, if you're in her shoes, how could you possibly say no? It's an offer you just can't refuse, even when every instinct is screaming that it's way, way too good to be true. And yeah, of course it is. It is too good to be true. Because almost immediately, the minute Millie moves in, that whole picture-perfect image of the Winchesters just starts to crack. And what's underneath? Oh, it's something deeply, deeply unsettling. And the warnings, they just start piling up, and fast. We're not talking about little quirks here. These are giant, flashing red flags. The attic? Totally forbidden. Don't even think about it. Her own room? It locks from the outside. That's not a bedroom, people. That's a cage. And then you have her boss, Nina, who can switch from being your best friend to your worst enemy in a split second. Yeah, it's a recipe for some serious dread. But you know those red flags? They're just the opening act for a much more sinister psychological game. See, Millie isn't just dealing with a tough boss. Oh no. She's being systematically manipulated, specifically in a way that's designed to make her question her own sanity. And the name for that weapon is gaslighting. It's this really nasty form of psychological attack. The whole point is to just erode your confidence in what you see and hear, to make you doubt your own perceptions. It makes you so much easier to control. We're not just talking about telling lies here. This is about literally warping someone's entire reality. And make no mistake, this isn't just random cruelty. It is a carefully calculated trap. So first, you sow doubt. Nina will ask Millie to make a specific dinner, and then later she'll swear she asked for something totally different, making Millie look like she can't do anything right. Next, you isolate the victim. Suddenly, Millie has no cell service, none of her contacts are available, and she's being watched. And finally, you control the story. Nina tells everyone Millie is unstable, while her husband Andy plays the role of the sympathetic good guy. It leaves Millie just spinning, totally confused. So this puts you and Millie in an impossible position, right? Who can you possibly trust when one person is telling you you're crazy and another is telling you that that person is the dangerous one? Who do you believe? Who's the real victim here and who's the real monster? So Millie figures out there's only one way to get to the truth. She has to break the one single rule she was given on day one, because she's convinced the answer to everything is locked away in that forbidden room up in the attic. And this is where her survival instinct just completely takes over. Her obsession with that attic door isn't just simple curiosity. No way. It's a desperate fight to figure out what is really going on before she either loses her mind or maybe even her life. That attic becomes the absolute center of all the lies and secrets swirling around that house. So this is the question that just hangs over everything, right? What is really in the attic? Is it some kind of proof that Nina really is as crazy as she seems? Or is it something much, much worse? And then the twist. And it just flips the entire story on its head. All of Nina's bizarre behavior, it wasn't madness. It was a desperate, coded cry for help. The gaslighting wasn't her being cruel. It was all part of a horrifying game orchestrated by her husband, Andy. Yeah, Andy, the charming, handsome, sympathetic guy. Turns out he's the real monster. Nina is his prisoner, and Millie, she was hired to be the next one. Okay, so once the truth is out, the whole story shifts. It goes from being this twisty psychological mystery to an all-out, desperate fight for survival. And honestly, beyond the crazy plot, the book gives us some really powerful insights into the psychology of abuse, and maybe even more importantly, the psychology of resilience. You can almost think of this as the abuser's toolbox. First, you have isolation, cutting Millie off from the world. That creates dependency and helplessness. Then there's deception, the constant river of lies from Andy, which makes it impossible to know what's real anymore. And then gaslighting. It's the most insidious tool of all, because it's designed to make the victim feel like they're the one with the problem, like they're the one losing their mind. You put them all together, and these tactics are designed to completely break a person down. But the ultimate point of the story isn't about all that darkness. It's about the escape. Millie's journey is this incredibly powerful reminder of what it actually takes to survive that kind of manipulation. It's about learning to trust that little voice in your gut that's telling you something is wrong, even when everyone around you is saying you're crazy. It's about having the courage to chase down the truth, no matter what the risk is. And in the end, taking back your own life, your own story. So, we'll leave you with this final thought. The Housemaid is just this blistering reminder that even the most perfect-looking lives can hide some really unspeakable horrors. But it also shows us that having the courage to face those secrets and to push past what you think your limits are, well, that can change absolutely everything. Thanks for tuning in.